Cabby, my child got school.
Yeah, boy.
I don't have to get phone calls in the middle of the day talking about, Mommy, I'm hungry. When you come home, can you bring me a snack? Can you bring me some curry chicken? Can we go to Brothers? Like all of that. I don't want to hear all of that anymore.
Mama.
Eat at school.
Mama.
Mama.
Where's that from?
I don't know.
somewhere.
Mama.
Mama.
Everywhere, because that's how annoying kids are. They just be saying your name for no reason.
Was it Family Guy?
Nah,
No.
some old
Mama.
school something.
Mommy.
Mama. Mommy.
Quick check-in. How's everybody doing? Start with you, Bishop. How you doing today?
You know, feeling peachy.
Feeling peachy?
Peachy.
Okay, I like that.
Alright.
I like that. A good peach,
All right.
peach
Too
life.
cool for school.
Yes.
You know, you said it, not me.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. What about you, Rockstone Triz? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited. We getting emotion.
Yes,
I'm getting emotional.
we are getting together over here.
It feels good.
Well, we get some other kind of together, but we'll figure it out.
How you doing?
I'm good. You know, I'm good. Yesterday was a high energy day on social media. Boston Caribbean social scene was on literal fire, a complete dumpster fire. It started with a live that I did early in the daytime. Bishop, you should have been here for that. That was classic hot sauce. But
What?
from there it literally spiraled, and then the Boston Carnival Committee dropped the winners for the parade, and that exploded even more into the world. It went crazy. I think Boston Caribbean lost its absolute mind yesterday. Here's the winners.
Okay. All right.
Look at it.
The winners of 2025 Boston Carnival. Okay, you ready? You want me to read them out?
Sure, if you want to. I want you to really examine how they were written out.
Oh, what's this? A video?
It's a video
Okay,
of some
so-
screenshots.
Boston Juve 2025 results are for first place the Job Band.
They got that. They definitely got that.
Dominica Lapau.
I think I saw them for half a second at one point, maybe.
One band.
One band came in, I think, fourth. Did they? Did they come in?
Last place, third place.
Third
and then
place.
fourth place, SSS Mud.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
right.
And then for Carnival, our 2025 Boss Raid and band of the bands. First place, Cloud and Production. Second place, the Camo Band. Third place, Envy Mass.
Yes.
And last place, fourth place, is Swaza.
Swaza. That'd be Suave.
All right. King of Carnival, Kenny Douglas. And that's it.
And no Queen of Carnival.
No queen.
I guess.
Okay.
There was two queens that competed. I'm not sure where they were. But that is the results written on a screenshotted
I didn't go, so I don't know.
picture. I think most people were more so upset at the way that it was presented. The presentation of the winners that
Yes.
entered into their money.
They put it
They
on.
wouldn't even put it in, like on Facebook, you can just type a message and put a nice background on the back of it.
Yeah.
They didn't even do that. Not even whatever. So, it all came together pretty well of how unserious we are here in Boston, Massachusetts. And I hope that lit a fire under a couple people's arses to get it together and to do better as a person, as a people. But yeah, that was it. Very anticlimactic.
What happened to your camera?
Mine?
Can you swing your camera back on?
Oh.
Be careful. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Why did they do that? Oh, when he opened the computer, probably. But that was a big uproar for yesterday. I hope everybody settles down. There was a lot of bickering back and forth. But otherwise than that, we were livened up, and now it's a new day and a new time. And we have an event later on today. If anybody is interested in coming, it is a artist showcase, and and panels and all kind of networking here starting at 8 o'clock. So make sure that you set your calendars. And don't forget all about Pan on the Plaza on September 26th. Pan on the Plaza, September 26th. We're going to be outside for the culture. For the culture.
No, I'm saying for the culture.
For the culture. Other than that, let's get this show started because I might have to dip out. Miss Tony will be in a little bit later. So, and Bishop and Tristan will be holding it down. So we outside. Let's get this show started.
I'm saying.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music.
Radio.
Spark FM.
Good morning.
Girl, you know what's up, and I'm digging you, and I'm wanting you. You know what's up. Today is September 4th. It's approximately 9:38 a.m. in the morning. It is Thursday, September 4th, and it is the official Boston Public School first day of school. So congratulations to all the parents out there. All the parents. I have to apologize to my favoriteest cousin, Shanae. Yesterday was her birthday and we forgot to shout her out.
no.
So happy birthday, Shanae! Happy birthday, happy belated. That's my cousin. Oh, that's my cousin. She listens in almost every day from North Carolina. She never meets a beat. So big shout outs to her. She's the big 4-5. And one day when we see her again very soon, we're going to have several drinks and laugh about things. And that's that. Also, don't forget, it's the 11th annual Road to Wellness 5K 2-mile walk, and that is this Saturday. If you have not registered to walk, you can still do that. But we'll be speaking to the Road to Wellness team a little bit later to find out all of what you can still do. You can still walk. You can still participate. So make sure that you are there today to listen to that.
Definitely one of the better walks in the city.
Yes, absolutely. Such a good time. But let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Oh, before we go into that, let's do a little weatherando. Today's weather is approximately 70 degrees right now. Ooh, it's going to be cute today. It's going to be a high of 80 degrees. Sunny conditions will continue all day. Wind gusts are up to 10 miles per hour. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun, great, wonderful day. It's the last few days of the summer. When does summer end? The 20th, right?
I just
the
said
20th of
Yeah.
September.
What? Yeah, hey, I'll tell you this. Summer starts in July and ends in August.
Why?
Because that's how it is.
Oh, Lord. Anyhow, let's get into the show. Let us get right into the show. Starting with our round the way news. Sheriff Tompkins. So we haven't heard too much of an update. Oh, I don't know what happened. It says I'm not authorized to use this page. Sheriff Tompkins. Let's see. Sheriff Tompkins in the news right now. Democrats hesitant to condemn Sheriff Tompkins. No, that was 8 hours ago. Let me play say trouble history repeating itself. I don't know if I'll be able to read this one. Governor appoints a sheriff with zero experience in law enforcement. Soon enough, the office is mirrored in allegations of malfeasance. It's a deja vu in Suffolk County. 2 decades ago, the then sheriff of Suffolk County, Richard Rouse, resigned after the Globe Spotlight team and the FBI revealed physical abuse by his guards, runaway nepotism in his hiring, and chronic mismanagement at his office. This time, it's Stephen W. Tompkins, who was accused of wrongdoing, pleading not guilty to 2 charges of extortion and announcing he would step away while the federal case is ongoing. Both Rouse and Tompkins were known more for their political pedigrees than for relevant work experience. Rouse was a popular state representative from Dorchester at the time. Tompkins, whose background was in public relations, was a constant presence at Democratic political events. Some current and former employees and advocates say the office has regressed under Tompkins and harks back in their early 2000s when the department under Rouse routinely made news for all the wrong reasons. The progress made by Rouse's successor, Andrea J. Cabral, a career prosecutor who had a mandate to clean house, they say, has been wiped away. Rouse seemed like a decent man, but he had no idea what he was doing, said retired corrections captain Mickey Walsh, whose tenure at the sheriff's office began in the late 1900s. Andrea Cabral rightened the ship, and then Steve Tompkins came in and boom, he got promoted, he got the title. Absolute power corrupts, Walsh added, it immediately went to his head and he showed it every single day. Walsh is among 8 former and current Tompkins subordinates interviewed by Globe. Each was strongly critical of his tenure as sheriff. 6 people spoke on the condition of anonymity over fear of retribution. All painted a picture of an image-obsessed politician with no prior law enforcement experience and little interest in corrections, though his primary responsibilities are to oversee the National Street Jail and the South Bay House of Corrections. They said under Tompkins, patronage flourished, with some longtime employees referring to new hires with obscure job titles by the acronym FOS. Friends of the sheriff, strict screening of job applicants fell by the wayside, while chronic understaffed forced officers to work double shifts, they said. Reports of violence in jails have also ticked up in recent years, according to an advocacy group that tracks the issue. Tompkins' presence at the jail in particular was sporadic at best, and employees said there was a culture in which they feel they were expected to contribute to his campaign.
Jargon?
This is not good. This is not good.
Do you see?
You know, I'm afraid to say anything about anybody these days, but that's literally the vibe that I've always gotten from Sheriff Tompkins. He ain't never did nothing to me, but I always got the vibe of a power, egotistical power. Like he loves the power. He loves that.
A fear-mongering, powering tyrant.
And from what we heard when he was running for office this last time, against one of his former employees, like those things did come out during his campaign, and he won overwhelmingly. And it makes sense now that because of his political ties, that's what they're saying. They say when you got good political ties in this city, you can do anything.
I mean, think about it. It's political ties. You get to do what you want if you accommodate those ties with whatever they need. It's like
corruption.
Come on.
Corruption.
But these are all still alleged.
Yes.
Allegedly.
I don't know Sheriff Tompkins, so this is my first time hearing him.
They said it was a boys' club, said one former employee who spoke with the Globe. It was very much if you were on his side, you were going to be taken care of. And if not, you were on your own. And this is why he's probably in cahoots with Miss Lady over here, because that's how it works. You do what I say, you're good. Any opposition, any fight back, any kickback, you're bad. You're cut off. We're done.
I mean, think about it. What do these type of actions remind us of?
Donald Trump.
There we go. There we go.
Donald Trump.
I don't know what else to talk about or say. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Moving on, a Back Bay road rage stabbing suspect falls to the floor when judge sets his bail. A man accused of stabbing a food delivery driver in Boston during a road rage attack dropped to the floor in court Wednesday when the judge set his bail. The attack happened Tuesday around 10:30 p.m. when a man was stabbed several times at Huntington in Back Bay. Tristan, this is a video. Can you go to this? Because y'all got to see the way that he has collapsed to the floor. He has collapsed it to the floor.
Yo, you make it sound comical when it sounds serious.
Watch. Hold on.
Listen.
You can got it. Boston police said the victim and a passenger were delivering food to a home on Beacon Street, and here is the clip.
Collapsed to the ground when he learned how much time he would have to, or how much he would have to pay to get out on bail.
I am setting bail in the amount of $50,000 cash. I am ordering a stay away, no contact.
Somebody help me, I'm dead. Help me, please. That man done completely passed
So
out.
Alexander's accused of following and then stabbing a food delivery driver multiple times inside another car. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. However, Alexander's lawyer says his client's story is completely different. He claims that Alexander was working as a delivery driver when he was attacked and that he was just defending himself against his attacker.
Here at 5 o'clock.
Wait, he trying to say that the man that who was delivering attacked him, and he was actually the delivery driver that he what?
Look at this buffoonery, man.
What did he say?
I guess he's claiming it as self-defense.
So Boston police said the victim and a passenger were driving food to the victim and a passenger were delivering food to a home on Beacon Street when they parked in front of another car. The driver of that car, later identified as 45-year-old Byron Alexander of Randolph, moved his car and beeped his horn. The victim then drove around the block, but Alexander allegedly followed and tried to hit their car. When both cars stopped at a red light, police said Alexander got out of his car and approached the victim. A confrontation broke out, and Alexander allegedly threatened to shoot the victim, but no gun was shown. Police said Alexander then told the victim, "Are you afraid to die?" before he stabbed him several times and took off. The victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and expected to be okay, police said. Alexander was later spotted by Massachusetts State Police on Route 93 southbound near the Freeport Street ramp. He was then taken into custody. According to Alexander's defense attorney, Alexander, who was the stabber, was working as a delivery driver when he was attacked, and he was just defending himself.
What?
I don't think that's correct.
Yeah.
I don't think Byron. I don't know. It's very crazy to me. The way that he collapsed on the floor, I think that's how I would collapse on the floor too if somebody told me my bill was $50,000.
Byron, bruh.
Byron.
That's what I was looking for. Byron.
They don't know. Back Bay Road, man allegedly threatened girl and looked at explicit photos at a Boston concert. This is getting more wild by the day.
What? Yo, don't tell me he
I
was
didn't
fishing.
expect that.
You said 80?
An
Oh, wow.
80-year-old man was arrested at the Benson Boone concert at TD Garden in Boston Tuesday night after police said he threatened two girls and then looked at sexually explicit material on his phone in front of them. It happened during the Boston leg of Boone's American Heart World Tour. Girls threatened one of the girls told police she and her friend were cheering for Boone when a man sitting in front of them, identified as Alan Mooson of Brookline, turned around and yelled at them. She said shortly afterwards they were cheering again, and Mooson turned around and said, "I will kill you," to them.
Yo.
A short time later, Boston police said Mooson was allegedly looking at sexually explicit photos on his phone, and the girls behind him could see it. One of the girls told police she believed Mooson was on Grindr, an LGBTQ dating app. She said she became uncomfortable and alerted TD Garden security, who called the police. Security upgraded the girls' seats and provided them with a security escort for the rest of the night. Neither of them was harmed, police said in the report. That sounds crazy.
Yo,
Y'all got a whole
80?
police score for an 80-year-old? And why y'all looking at his phone? If he's sitting in the damn concert doing a little grinder, watching a little porn, why y'all looking over his shoulder at his phone?
Whoa. Hold on. There's a time and place for everything, right?
He's old. That might be his last time in his last place.
So do that in a piece of your comfort, or at least go to
He want to be at the concert, Bishop, looking at titties. Or a grinder looking at...
Exactly. Which one you doing?
Balls.
Which one you doing? Like, come on. Let's get real. Which one you doing?
Maybe that was the only place that he had to himself. And I don't agree with him threatening to kill the girls. That was mean. But they got to mind their business and get out of his phone.
Yo, Hot Sauce, you're controversial right now. You're controversial right now. Yo.
I also don't believe that they needed a security escort throughout the rest of their time at the concert. That man is not coming for y'all.
Well, think about it. I'm not saying you're right, nor am I saying you're wrong, but think about it.
I'm thinking about it. An 80-year-old can't catch up to them two little girls if they went somewhere else. He don't even see.
SA reports have been spiking.
Yeah, but he's not coming after them.
It doesn't matter.
Then everybody at a concert should get security escort then.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're not right, but you're not wrong as well.
Very right.
Okay. I'm not even gonna argue with that.
I was like, what you saying? We ain't nobody. If it's a 28,000 person seating stadium, how who's paying the security to escort everybody around? Exactly. We gotta think about capacity.
That's beyond my thinking bracket.
Against FDA restrictions, Haley issues order making COVID boosters more accessible in mass. People still getting COVID?
Yeah. What? COVID hasn't left, just like Ebola.
Biden said that COVID left a long time ago.
Come on, Biden is Biden just as much Trump as Trump.
Under Governor Maura Healey's direction, the Department of Public Health issued a standing order Wednesday to ensure that anyone in Massachusetts over the age of 5 can get a COVID-19 booster shot despite federal limitations. The standing order authorized pharmacists in Massachusetts to administer the COVID vaccine to all eligible persons. Standing orders for physicians to determine eligibility and record administration of the vaccine can be found on the DPH website. So far, the FDA has only approved the newest round of seasonal COVID vaccines for people aged 65 and older or younger people who have a health condition that makes them more vulnerable to the virus. Health and Human Service Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. previously announced in May that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention would no longer recommend the vaccines for healthy children and pregnant women. No matter what happens with Robert Kennedy and the federal government, we are going to make sure vaccines remain available in Massachusetts. Healey said in a statement on Wednesday, at my direction, our Commissioner of Public Health issued an order on Friday to allow pharmacies to continue to provide COVID vaccines to Massachusetts residents. We are working to ensure that all pharmacies make the vaccine available as soon as possible. The new restrictions are part of the long string of anti-vaccine actions from Kennedy, who fired every member of the CDC. That's crazy. He fired every member of the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunizations practicing earlier this year. In August, Kennedy pulled $500 million of funding and canceled 22 projects to develop vaccines using mRNA technology. He's going to kill us all. He's literally going to kill us all. The effects of Kennedy's movements against the COVID vaccine are already being felt in some states, including Massachusetts. CVS confirmed last week that the pharmacy chain would not be offering the vaccine in 16 states or in the District of Columbia due to the current regulatory environment. The lack of recommendation from the advisory committee has made it drastically more difficult to get a booster shot in some states. As soon as the standing order remains in effect, however, pharmacies in Massachusetts will be able to administer the shot without the CDC's panel approval.
Yo, Massachusetts is really being rebellious.
We
right
are.
Now. I like it.
We are going crazy.
I like it.
We are doing all the things.
But check it, right? RFK. Yeah, RFK Jr. I thought, you know what? I'm just about to ask it. He's still alive?
Yeah. You're thinking about RFK. You're thinking about the other one, JFK. Who you talking about?
RFK.
Yeah. Alive.
How old is he?
62.
Oh, damn.
He's not old.
I thought something tragic happened to
He
him.
is tragic. If you ever hear him, you'll be like, what's wrong with him? Yeah, he sounds like
Well, okay.
Fish up too, son.
Okay.
If you want to go to school,
Better leave that man
you
alone.
can go
Not nice.
Nah. If that's what he really sounds like, why is he taking away the rights? Why is he taking away the rights of women and children to get vaccinated from a deadly
That's because, exactly.
sickness?
He
Like, for
shouldn't have
real.
been there in the very first place at all. Judge reverses Trump's administration cuts of billions of dollars to Harvard University.
Ha!
Good. The ruling delivers a significant victory to Harvard in its battle with the Trump administration, which also has sought to prevent the school from hosting foreign students and threatening to revoke its tax-exempt status. A federal judge in Boston on Wednesday ordered the reversal of the Trump administration's cuts to more than $2.6 billion in funding research grants for Harvard University. U.S. District Judge Allison Burroughs sided with the Ivy League school, ruling the cuts amounted to illegal retaliation for Harvard's rejection of the White House demands for changes to its governance and policies.
From the United States specifically, the judge has come out to reverse Trump administration's cuts of billions and billions of dollars to the Harvard University. A federal judge in Boston on Wednesday ordered the reversal of the Trump administration's cuts to more than $2.6 billion in funding for research grants for Harvard University. The U.S. District Judge has sided with the Ivy League school, ruling the cuts amounted to illegal retaliation for Harvard's rejection of White House demands for changes to its governance and policies. The ruling, in fact, delivers a significant victory to Harvard in its battle with the Trump administration, which also has
$2.6 billion back to Harvard.
$2.6 billion back to Harvard. That's crazy.
Stop playing with Harvard, man.
That is crazy.
One of the first colleges ever to be created, and it happened in Massachusetts. So give us that money back. Like, as a Massachusetts representative and resident, you lost.
The ruling reverses a series of funding freezes that later became outright cuts as the Trump administration escalated its fight with the nation's wealthiest university. If it stands, it promises to revive Harvard's sprawling research operation and hundreds of projects that lost federal money. I mean, this is a classic case of retaliation, and I'm not sure why it's okay. Like, that's very, very weird that's not an automatic, you can't do that. Just because you come in one day and say, this is what I'm changing, I'm going to take all your funding because I don't like you. Just don't feel like that should have ever been a thing that he was able to do.
There's so many things that Trump is doing right now that are getting, that are basically not getting upheld in court. His tariffs aren't getting held in court. He also cannot he wanted to implement the military in LA. He can't do that. That's illegal. Hell of things that he's doing right now. Mad judges are just shutting him down.
Do you think that when his tenure is finally over that they will arrest him?
I think so, because right now, I feel like what's happening behind the scenes is, as much as they're trying to keep things under wraps, there's other people that's like digging for other things to charge him with after his presidency. It can't happen. I'm not saying it will, but it can. Because his actions are very unethical, and
he already went to hella courts before he got into office.
I feel like everything that he's doing now, I think that they are going to somehow turn around, and as soon as he
got immunity.
Somebody.
The Supreme Court gave him immunity.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing all this stuff. He's unhinged, literally.
Because they can't do nothing. Oh yes. Yeah, that's crazy.
I forgot that immunity was a thing.
And then let me just get these last two because we do have the Road to Wellness people waiting. Oh, you're seeing this, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, so sorry. Robert Kraft says he wants to build a Bill Belichick statue next to Tom Brady's at Gillette Stadium. They wasn't even talking for a little while, wasn't they?
Yeah, but they got cool.
Oh, okay, at the roast. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Patriots unveiled a 12-foot statue of Tom Brady outside Gillette Stadium last month. I didn't know that. A fitting tribute to one of the leading architects of New England's 2-decade dynasty. But the statue of Brady might get some company near the entrance of the Patriots Stadium in the coming years. Speaking to WBZ's Dan Roach on Wednesday, Patriots owner Robert Kraft said that he hopes to build a statue for his former head coach, Bill Belichick, next to Brady's after Belichick officially ends his coaching career. I think it's okay.
I mean,
I'll allow it.
No, don't get me wrong. I think it is okay, but for somebody who's currently running for mayor, don't you think there's other pressing matters for you to be
Rob Kraft.
Rob Kraft, this is the dad.
Father.
The dad is doing this. Yeah.
Okay.
The owner of the Patriots. He wants to give Bill Belichick a statue. Right next
so with
to
that,
Tom Brady.
So with that being said,
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I thought it was just my fault, gang. I was about to be like, hey, yo.
And then last but not least, very quick. Do you know how much money the prosecutor spent to retrial Karen Reed?
$3 million.
$1.4 million to retry this woman for them to end up realizing at the very last minute that this woman is absolutely innocent of the crimes that they prosecute her again. And that's just a damn shame. That's just a damn shame. With that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll come back and we'll be speaking to the people from Road to Wellness. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hi, it's Mayor Michelle Wu. Together, we're working to make Boston a home for everyone. Boston has become the safest major city in America. We've built more affordable housing and helped more families become first-time homeowners than ever before. We've invested in our schools, expanding paid youth summer jobs, early college and career, and boosting free universal pre-K, early education, and childcare. I'm asking for your vote on September 9th.
Vote to re-elect Mayor Wu on Tuesday, September 9th. Paid for by the Wu Committee. MichelleForBoston.com.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously. The best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Looking for a meaningful way to engage with your community and make a difference? Volunteer with the Massachusetts Senior Medicare Patrol Program and help prevent Medicare fraud. Visit masmp.org. This project is supported by a grant from the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's The Avenue.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com. Turn us up. Spark FM.
we are back. We are back. We are back. And we have some of our favorites in the building. We have the team from Road to Wellness. I think we're missing a person.
No, they're going to call.
Okay, they're going to call. Okay. Okay, so we have two of them in-house today, and then we have one calling in right now for the Road to Wellness team. We have Yvel Joseph, who was the head coach, Road to Wellness Summer Training Series, and the co-owner of Performance Fitness and Training. We also have Miss Adrienne Benton, Boston Athletic Association governor, co-founder of Black Unicorn Marathoners, member of Black Girls Run Boston and Boston Running Collaborative Steering Committee member. And then on the line, who will be calling in real soon, we have Tanai. She's a marathoner, a proud member of the Black Girls Run Boston and Black Unicorn Marathoners and Road to Wellness 5K runner. So we got a full team so that you guys can see all of the amazing things that they have going on. Welcome back to Spark FM, Yvel.
Good morning. How we doing?
Good, and welcome to Spark FM. How are you?
I'm well.
Good. I want to talk to Adrienne first. I'm so excited. I see Black Girls Run all the time.
Yep.
They're a really great organization out here that promotes, the running of Black women and Black girls and all kinds of good stuff. But tell us about the Boston Athletic Association.
Well, the Boston Athletic Association was founded some 100 or so years ago, starting out as primarily a men's athletic club. And basically they did everything from swimming to bowling, running, tennis, etc. And over the years, they evolved into sponsoring the Boston Marathon, which is the first marathon that happened on the continental United States.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so we're coming up on the 130th
130th
marathon in April 2026. And basically the Boston Athletic Association has really expanded over the years, has really begun reaching beyond just being a club to a community organization. So there are programs like the Boston Running Collaborative. They also work with the city of Boston to support the Boston Marathoners program. Where city
Hold on one second. Hi, we hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. So Adrienne is just kind of explaining a little bit right now. So then we'll kind of throw you some questions too. On the phone, we have Tananya. Beautiful name.
Yeah.
And she's a marathon runner and proud member of Black Girls Run too. So we're just finding out a little bit more about just the history of running here in Boston before we get into the good stuff.
Yes, and if anyone's interested in running the Boston Marathon, there will be a page on the Boston Athletic Association website at baa.org where you can apply to be a Boston Marathoner. That includes training, and you don't have to qualify, and you don't have to raise money. And between the city of Boston and the BAA, they do like about 60 entries that are available for city residents that they can apply for.
Yeah,
and also there is the medley program, which is the 5K, 10K, and half marathon. They also just started a program for that last year, where city residents can apply to be able to run the 5K, 10K, and half marathon. It's a way to kind of progress through distance running.
So this, I started off with that too, marathon running, because for people that may be interested in doing that and might be a little bit nervous and need to get their head start, the Road to Wellness 5K it does all of that. It's partnered with a lot of great organizations, with the BAA. It is really fun. And then we have these training classes that help you to get started so that you can even do a step-by-step situation to get to a 5K, to a 10K and things like that. So before we even go further, let's get the business out of the way. This Saturday.
That's right.
We're up. That came very, very fast.
That's right.
That came extremely fast. I remember you started in what? June?
We're here in June.
In June. And that was when we were kicking off phase 1 of the training sessions. And now we are to the point where we have some 5K runners ready to go.
Oh, we're ready.
We're ready to go. How's it been? How's training been?
Listen, training's been awesome. We finished an awesome 12-week program from June, July, and August. And we culminated everything on just 2 weeks ago on August 23rd with a graduation run. So everyone who's participating this past summer, on our Saturday morning trainings, got a chance to experience a mock race.
Yeah.
5K, running through the course, experiencing it. And we had a graduation certificate ceremony for everyone who participated. So I think this summer was very successful. Now we want to unleash all these people now onto the actual event this Saturday morning.
Running through our streets, marathoning. What are you most excited about?
You know what? I want to see everyone not just make it to the start line, but experience the race in their own, timing, right? I want them to experience, what it is to have that little running euphoria. Okay, that running high, to feel the cheer, to feel their accomplishment as they get through the finish line. Yeah. That's what I'm most excited about.
I'm excited about that. That's always my favorite part, is watching people come through the finish line because they look so accomplished. Tanaye, right?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me what it's like to be a marathon runner and now be associated with this 5K race that promotes wellness, promotes activity, promotes fellowship and community. And as a marathoner, what does, how do these help you?
Well, one, I want to say thank you so much for having us on today. I am so honored to be a part of this group. And two, just to say thank you to Coach and Adriana and everyone that's been helping with this program, just getting us going. Thaddeus, too, who created the whole program, Road to Wellness. I started off in 2023 as this young, person who's like, okay, I want to get back into fitness, but how do I do it? It seems so daunting, like this big mountain. And as Coach said, just starting day one, I told myself, if you're there for 12 weeks, you're going to have a 5K and just get back into it. And they had 3 groups. They had a walking group, a jogging group, and a running group. And that blew my mind because I thought, okay, they're going to say, on your mark, get set, go, and just make us run. And I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not ready. But I'm so thankful. Like, I started in the jogging group because I had a little running experience. And by the 4th week, I kid you not, they had different locations. So then by the 4th week, I think we were running in Roxbury. And I remember I was running with the jogging group, and I ran a little bit ahead of them, and I caught up to Adam, who was the coach of the running group. And I said, oh, hi, how you doing? He's like, Adam. Oh, you're with me now. He's like, you're with me now. He's like, you're in the running group now. I was like, uh-oh. But that's the motivation I needed because I think as you do it, like you said, step by step, start where you are today. I think we're so overwhelmed by thinking this big picture of this big race. And then you just start where you are, walking, running. I was so honored to be able to say, wow, I'm serving and I worship at a church in Roxbury. And just to run up and down the streets and run past the churches and run past people in the community, I think that lets them see that this is attainable for them as well.
I love that right there. Yvelle, how, do people respond well to that? The fact that they're running through the city, they're probably running past their house and stuff. And now they're running past their house in a 5K. They're going to get a medal at the end. And, that's just really cool in itself.
I think that's one of the best things right now. That's one of the best experiences with the Road to Wellness. We run right through the city of Roxbury. And people get a chance to experience running through their streets, literally, as we say, running these streets, right? So, we're outside and our neighbors get to see us out there, so it kind of creates this whole little, energy that people come out to cheer while you're out there running through your streets, Washington Street, right through the heart of Roxbury, going around Malcolm X Park, and experiencing all these other little highlights all throughout Roxbury. So, and the Nani's right on point. She's doing it. She's done it. And
it also keeps growing.
Yes.
I made it out one time to the training.
You held your promise, though. You said you'd make it out.
I made it out. And I had intention to go, but I did have a slightly bad experience only because I lost my keys. I did the whole thing. Me and the dog walked. It was a great time. I think I'm going to actually walk it this year in general. But I seen when I was out there the amount of people that just came out to these sessions just to get conditioned and to train. So I can't even imagine the people that are already runners, the organizations and stuff that are combining to do this. It's going to be a massive race, and it keeps on growing every single year. This is year 11?
That's right.
Year 11. Are you a marathon runner, Adrian?
I am a marathon runner. I
Really?
finished 8 marathons.
8 marathons.
I finished 8 marathons. I'm 66 now.
That's crazy. What is that like? Like, at what point do you get tired? It's like, oh my God, I'm still running.
Well, I think, it's just something that we do to kind of add to our life, right?
Yeah.
To keep us healthy and all of that. That's what really motivates me to exercise.
Yeah.
Is the fact that I have goals.
Yeah.
And so I just create these goals for myself, and it's forced me to travel.
Yeah.
Like, I probably never would have gone to Berlin if
Really?
I wasn't going after the 6
Look at
majors, for example.
Berlin for a marathon?
Yeah, I did
That's
Berlin
awesome.
and London so far.
Really?
Yeah. You can travel the world running. Yes, and just think that for a lot of people that starts right here in Roxbury.
Yeah.
Where that whole run journey. I mean, there are so many folks, especially members of Black Girls Run, for example, who, they wanted to start walking, then they got interested in running, so they started running. And some of them, we just had some of them complete the Sydney Marathon in Australia.
Wow.
So this can take you sort of wherever you want to go, and,
Yeah.
and I think that it adds to people's dream bank, right? Things that we never thought about. It has us thinking about things that we've never thought about before.
I think that's so amazing. How did you get your start?
So back in 2014, I had some friends came to town that were running the Boston Marathon, and I hung out with them and everything, and they were like, you start running. I'm like, I'm not a runner. I do CrossFit and stuff. I ain't running nowhere, right?
So you've always been into exercising then?
Yes.
Because CrossFit is wild.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form. But then my sister, who's 2 years younger than me, ran a 5K, and I couldn't.
Oh.
And there was no way I was going to have
Not going out
my
like
sister
that.
be able to run a 5K, and I can't, right?
Yeah.
So I started with a program called the Couch to 5K by
Yes.
Zen Labs.
Yeah.
It's free online. You can download the app. So I started with that, and I did my first ever 5K race. That started in May, and then in August, I ran my first 5K. I came in right in front of the walkers.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
that's how fast I wasn't,
I was
right?
going, yeah.
I came in right in front of the walkers, but the amount of camaraderie and support and everything, it's just about getting out there, moving your body, and you can then determine, do I just want to do shorter distances? Do I want to do longer distance? But the camaraderie, the fact that you can interact with people doing something healthy is just extremely important to all of our lives, and people's lives have been changed.
Yeah.
All of our fitness levels are different. All of our bodies are different. And environments like Road to Wellness and the Road to Wellness training really shows people that you can present yourself whatever way you want to present yourself.
Absolutely.
If you just want to walk,
you walk.
You walk. If you want to stroll, you just stroll. If you want to run, then you have the opportunity to be able to run and to also learn how to do that properly in a healthy way.
Yeah. I keep
Tananya.
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 Tananya. So,
That's fine.
what about you? How did you get your start in marathon running?
Oh my goodness, it's so similar. So when I went to Road to Wellness again, I wanted to get back into being fitness. I thought that would be a great way of staying in shape. And I ran into women from Black Girls Run. And I remember one of the coaches now, actually, her name is Carla. She approached
Shout out
me
to
and she
Carla. I
said,
love Carla.
Carla Howell, yes.
Yes.
She said to me, I think this program will be perfect for you. And I'm like, what program? She said, I think by next year you can run the Boston Marathon. And as a kid watching the Boston Marathon on TV and the New York Marathon on TV, I said, that doesn't seem possible. But she told me about it. She said, I'll let you know the information. And I started in 2023. By 2023 in December, I got an email that said I'm going to be in the Boston
Marathon
Running Collaborative.
Really?
Running Collaborative that would get me connected to the Boston Marathon. So I ran my first Boston Marathon in 24 April. It was a whirlwind because you're running through the streets of Boston that you see on TV.
Yeah.
But it was all because of Road to Wellness and Black Girls Run. And the group, I mean, you think about it, you have to train. So running with Carla, running with many of the women that are part of the group in different sessions throughout the winter, when it's cold and when it's dark and when you're lonely, you're so thankful for their posts online, just to say in the middle of the night, they're saying, oh, I ran 5K or I ran 17 miles today. I hope you get out there and you run today too. And I'm like, I look at the post on Facebook and I go, oh yeah, I better get right.
And it's good. It's so awesome hearing from, regular Black women and Black men that this is something that we do. Like, this is not a phenomenon or anything like that. We be outside running. Black girls be running. Black men be running. There's so many run clubs. Do we know how many run clubs there actually are in Boston?
Well, we have quite a bit. I mean,
because at the Road to Wellness is like 20 of them.
So with the Road to Wellness, I mean, it kind of creates like an umbrella around a lot of our organizations. But BAA already created the Boston Run Collaborative.
Yeah.
So we have a number of running organizations. I mean, I could name a whole host of them. But through the Road to Wellness, I think a lot of our groups, a lot of our city groups, like running groups, kind of come in under the umbrella of the Road to Wellness to actually participate and run. Yeah. So it's a great way for our participants in the community when Road to Wellness event is over to join in Black Girls Run, Black Men Run. We have Pioneer Running Club, and we have a whole host of other running clubs, 26-1 Fearless. So pretty much just like, you're hearing from these two awesome marathoners over here, there's an opportunity for everyone to step into the circle of running, whether you find a 5K, 10K, half marathon, or marathon.
How does it feel for you to hear people talk about, I joined training for a 5K and now I'm running marathons and going to Berlin and things as such, like traveling for it has to feel good to know that you are kicking off a super healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And you are prolonging somebody's life by encouraging them to get up and move their body and to push themselves in ways that they probably never even thought to push themselves, and by running.
I mean, as a coach, it's one of the most amazing things, and really it's a sense of not just my accomplishment, right? When I have our community come out there and they start, just as you're hearing from these two ladies here, from Adrian, from Thanania, they started off from just the thought, and then to be able to get coaching. As a coach, the best thing is to help people develop and see them rise to their top level, and then they're shining. It doesn't matter how fast they're running or how slow they're running, it's just that they're doing it. So now it's like getting outside of. First is getting people in our Roxbury area, Dorchester, Mattapan, to understand what wellness and fitness is. And then step into an arena that says, okay, hey, why don't you walk? Why don't you run? Why don't you whatever? But to have, runners right now in Sydney, Australia, as Adrian mentioned, she's already completed, she's already completed some awesome marathons all around the world. That's an awesome accomplishment as a coach.
Back to business, because we talk about fun things. So it's this Saturday again. What time are we supposed to meet up if we running?
We want to meet up at 7:30 a.m. That's when registration opens. Okay. Our race event starts at 9.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So don't arrive at 9 a.m. You want to arrive at somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock at the least. Get yourself registered. If you haven't picked up your running bib, you pick that up. We every participant gets a free T-shirt. And then we have a full celebration in our overall entry, and of course, you guys, Spark FM is going to be there to
get
turn
the
it
music
up, right?
And then Brandy, she gets us all warmed up, gets our blood flowing, gets us exercising, and I like the energy that's out there when you kick off, because you would think that people are like, oh my God, I'm about to go run, but the energy out there makes it just kind of pushes them, and when they come back, the energy that greets them is also really great. So even if you're not running or walking or doing anything, just being out there is energetic.
That's what it is.
It's fun.
Think of it as a Saturday morning party.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get it going.
Block party.
Like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. It's
healthy block party.
Yeah, it's definitely electric.
Yeah.
And let me just take a moment to give a shout out to Thaddeus Miles.
Oh,
Thaddeus Miles
big shout out to Thaddeus.
Founded Hood Fit and subsequently founded the Road to Wellness 5K. And if it wasn't for his love of our community and and love
Black boy joy.
loving our community being healthier, and also letting folks in Roxbury know we're enough.
Yeah.
We are enough, and to have a 5K run in our neighborhood is really outstanding.
Yeah.
And over the years, the course is now an official 5K, so it's measured off, it's timed, all of those other things, and so it counts.
Yeah.
If anybody has goals and wants to run official 5Ks, it is an official 5K in terms of the distance and timing and all of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's again, like we said, we've been out there with them probably last 6 years or
That's
5.
right.
Yeah, 5 years, because we're 5 years old. We was one of the first, real big events that
That's
we
right.
got invited to. So, kudos to you guys, flowers, and just the appreciation to bring, our community, our listening community, our engagement community into the fold. Like, we've seen some of our listeners come and say hi while we're out there because they heard about it from there. And I think it's such a powerful way to even just network with people.
Yes.
Like, we're out here running, we might be a little sweaty, but people are making deals, people are making connections, people are doing all kinds of stuff out there. So it's not just running and healthiness, it really is community. So I love that about it. What are you looking forward the most to this?
Well, I'm looking forward to all the camaraderie, to seeing folks I haven't seen in a while, and
Reunion.
also I'm looking forward to finishing because I've started my training for the Boston Half Marathon, which is in November. So I'm trying to get my body back.
Go, girl.
My knees is hurting me already hearing you say that. And on the phone to
Nanya.
I'm sorry. So Nanya, what is
okay, girl?
What do you? I'll get it by the end of this interview. After we leave here, I'll probably say your name all day, which is crazy. But what are you looking forward to?
The same thing. I love when we get together and we see all the, all our friends from even all the other different running groups. I know people from Heartbreakers and, 21 Crew, and just being able to meet up again. But for me, also like Adriana, I am going to Berlin in 19 days for my Berlin Marathon. Yeah. So this will be my keeper run. It'll be like a low run for me, but I'm leaving for Berlin in 2 weeks. So this will be one of my keeper runs. Keeper run means like one of your low key runs to warm up for the marathon.
I'm convinced I'm going to start running because I want to go to Berlin. That seems like the easiest.
And Berlin is wonderful. We'll come in. Yes.
I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for me to be there and cheering you guys on and just seeing you outside in your element doing your thing. The Road to Wellness 5K. Can you still register at this point, or registration's over?
We still have registration open.
Okay.
So not too late. But I'd say, hey, try to get it in today.
Yep.
Okay. But don't wait the last minute.
Registration is free.
And it is free, exactly. So we have an awesome sponsors who allow this event to continue to be free. And again, we have awesome partners. Adrian just plugged in, Thaddeus Miles with HoodFit. We have our BAA partners. We're on the campus of Dimmock, and we have a lot of community partners who will be at our Road to Wellness Pavilion.
Shout out to all the free food we get there.
Here we go.
And also, if you don't like doing the online stuff, there is bib pickup. Today is the 4th, September 4th, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon.
Okay, good.
So you just have a little bit more time, 8 a.m. to 12 noon at the Dimmock Cheney building.
Okay.
You can physically go and register and pick up your bib. After that time, then the bib pickup and registration will be on site that morning.
Exactly.
So,
and again, we are registration at 7:30. The run starts at 9, aka 8:30. If you got to really have a time in your head, 8:30, because we don't want you guys to get there late. Get there, get your body situated, and then go outside. If you want to register online, go to roadtowellness5k.com. Again, that's roadtowellness5k.com. Tristan will put it. It's on our social medias. It is also in the comment section that you guys can go follow them, even if you just want to support. And you guys can still register up until today, but do it as soon as possible because it will close soon. It is free. If you are a runner and you want to get outside, now is the time to do it. Come outside.
And the weather's going to be 85 degrees.
85 degrees.
Ooh, it's going to be warm.
All right. So that
also,
means, what do we wear in this weather?
Oh, what do we wear? Great question.
Yeah.
Now, always check the weather, all right? Although it's going to be 85 degrees, that's by peak time of 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the
That's true.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So morning time is going to be perfect. It's going to be somewhere right around 65 degrees, give or take, 66 degrees. So what do you want to wear? Come comfortable, because when you're moving, you will perspire. You don't want to wear cotton gear. You want to wear what's called dry wicking gear.
Which is so crazy because that's the first thing. We got to wear cotton.
Yes.
So dry wicking gear.
Yeah, which is anything like polyester, nylon, synthetic materials. Those are running gear. But just and then come out there. We will have water, we have snacks and everything, but try to pre-hydrate before. Yeah. Don't come out there not only having drunken tea or coffee. Have some water the morning of, okay, so that way you're coming out there nice and hydrated. Adrian only has a bottle of lemon water. Okay, stay hydrated. And for those who always ask, well, should I eat before a race? Well, you don't want to do anything above and beyond what you normally do, but have something light.
Yeah.
Don't have a full egg and cheese and pancake breakfast and then come expecting to run. Okay.
Go to sleep.
You just mentioned toast, something light, an apple, banana, something like that. Just to have enough energy. Okay. But again, don't come out there, not having eaten or not having specifically drank some water.
Yes. Okay. Drink some water. Tananya, any last minute advice that you would want to give to people who are getting, ready for this?
My last minute advice would be start where you are today. I used to think you have to be perfect, and then you can go join a running group, and then you can join Road to Wellness. But just start where you are today and embrace the power of yet. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I teach the children every year that, yes, you might not be able to write yet, but you're going to. So say the same thing to yourself. I might not be able to run a 5K yet, but I can run around the corner.
Yeah.
I can join the walking group. I can do it, but not yet. But yet has so much power to it because it means it's going to come.
Baby steps.
And I really believe that when you do it in little steps, that it's you're able to attain it. So the power of yet. Hold on to that, because I kept on thinking I had to wait till I lost 5 more pounds or got better at running. And then I look at everyone there, all different shapes and sizes and ages. I mean, there's so many people there who are so much older than me, and I'm like, wow, I'm going. Let's go. So tell people not to wait for tomorrow. Do it today.
I love that. I love that. And Adrian, last things?
Just show up and show out. And also I wanted to mention there's also a 2-mile walk that you can register for.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So if you don't want to do 3.1 miles, there's a 2-mile walk that you can register for. You can also walk the 5K. You can walk the 3.1 miles. That's totally up to you.
Yeah.
And there's also kids races.
Yes, there are. I always forget about the kids.
For everyone.
Yeah. Yes. There's a little baby race somewhere in the back. I love it. And they always have like extra fun things for the kids to do out there. Send them off, let them color or something like that. Pop a balloon. Very nice. Very nice. I love it.
Something for everyone.
Something for everyone. So again, Road to Wellness this Saturday. Even if you're not walking or running or you don't got no kids, just come out, cheer some people on, meet some people, come dance, come move your body. Just come out there and support the runners and walkers of the Road to Wellness 5K. And we'll see you guys on Saturday.
All right, guys. Awesome.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I'm excited. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's the Road to Wellness on Saturday. Keep it locked right here for more information. Follow them on social medias, Road to Wellness 5K. Spark FM will be right back.
Listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
Hi, it's Mayor Michelle Wu. Together, we're working to make Boston a home for everyone. Boston has become the safest major city in America. We've built more affordable housing and helped more families become first-time homeowners than ever before. We've invested in our schools, expanding paid youth summer jobs, early college and career, and boosting free universal pre-K, early education, and childcare. I'm asking for your vote on September 9th.
Vote to re-elect Mayor Wu on Tuesday, September 9th. Paid for by the Wu Committee. MichelleForBoston.com.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no man swear the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for winning. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Esmalita, Papa Palita, and we gonna rise to the top. Boss Barbarita, Spangalarita. I mean, it's good. So we are gonna end the show just a tad bit early today because I do have a something to do right after we leave here, right in here at the same time. And I realized that we didn't put no more show together anyways. So what'd you say?
Everything works out perfect.
Everything be working out in the timing of the good Lord when it's supposed to. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Everything works out perfectly.
What are you guys getting into later? Today's gonna be a beautiful day, 80 degrees. You know, got any plans for a nice evening?
No.
Bishop, I might need you here later on tonight though. To check in at some point. To do some hello, just to make sure that management, if you have time. But just a few announcements. Don't forget, Pan on the Plaza is September 26th. September 26th on City Hall Plaza, starting at 5, going till 10. It's going to be a night of culture, happiness, dancing, beautifulness. So make sure you guys come out. Also, the Road to Wellness, the 11th annual Road to Wellness 5K run and 2-mile walk is on September 6th, which is just this Saturday. Registration kicks off at 7:30. Run starts at 9. You're usually finished by about 10 o'clock, right? Yeah, a little bit before 10 o'clock.
11,
we're pretty much out of there.
So it's a marathon.
It is, huh?
No, it's not a marathon. It's a walk.
It's a 5K. It's 3 miles. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. But people run it really fast. Like seasoned runners, they just be going. They go. They leave. Tristan plays 6 songs, and then we start seeing them coming back, and we feel like, wait, y'all just left. I'm gonna walk it this year. Year. Yeah, Tristan. Right. I'm gonna do the 2-miler.
Okay. I like
watch.
Let's
I'm gonna do it. I know you won't have enough because the runners come back too early. Yeah. But I'll walk it in for me and Tristan. I'll be there in spirit. Walking in spirit. Anyways, people, we're going to close the show down for today. We'll see you guys again for F-Word Friday tomorrow. Friday came mad fast. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep it classy, Boston. Keep it classy. But
that's one thing we don't know how to do.
Shit, boy, I tell you, we is ratchet over here. Boston is ratchet city. We gotta go pay some bills. There's some more music, more news, more topics, discussions, and all kinds of stuff coming up throughout the day. Just keep it locked right here to Spark FM, Boston's #1 radio station. I just changed it.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. You're listening to Spark FM.